5 years ago, my brother got stabbed. He's okay, he survived. But I watched it happen, and I've been trying to find like a purpose ever since. So I've done it for a charity who help families who are victims of crime. And I wish my family had that help when that happened. I feel like I've done it for my brother.
So here we are with the big man himself, the one who's run it 2 years back to back, introduced us to Kinsey and Stephen Hogg, who also ran for us this year, raising around £8,000 as it currently stands, with some match funding as well from Kinsey's workplace. I introduce everyone to Oscar Bevis, and you know him well if you've been looking at our social media. And obviously, he's just come off the back of doing his second marathon for us. He had the aim of 4 hours and didn't make it this year, but we don't mind. We don't care about that. What Oscar did was so powerful and incredible. And the video testimony that he kind of gave at the end of the marathon, that's been featured on the London Marathon page. Really powerful, really courageous, Oscar. Introduce yourself. How was it yesterday? How was it the past 2 years? Tell us about it.
Mate, you introduced me as the big man, but I'll tell you, I feel like a very small man right now. It's taken me about 10 years to walk from the sofa to the fridge to the toilet. So, mate, honestly, it is. I said last year was probably the best day of my life, and I'll probably say it again about yesterday. Just can't explain everything to do with the day, be it the feeling of achievement, the emotion. Like, I literally got past the finish line, and bear in mind, I had nothing left in my body. I somehow managed to find about 10 minutes, just brutal tears, crying completely. And then obviously the official marathon camera caught me for a little interview about a minute after I got my medal. So I was in an absolute state. But yeah, it means so much to me, and it means so much I can do it for a charity that have a meaning that I can relate to.
Yes, yeah.
It's one thing doing it for a charity, and obviously anyone does it for charity is amazing, but I just feel like because there was like a real kind of personal feel to where the money goes, and my life 5 years ago, like I said in the video, I just felt like, I don't know, it kind of all came together for me yesterday. Last year I maybe didn't have as much of a sense of fulfillment, but this year I feel like completely fulfilled by it.
Oh, that's incredible. Yeah, obviously we were just talking a little bit before that, and last year you were kind of doing it for the first time. You know, you're green to it all. But like this year, you know, you had your goals. You knew kind of what was up. I was saying as well that I was cheering on my sister. She was running for another charity, and you were the only Jigsaw4u fundraiser I could manage to see yesterday. But you know, my sister, who was spectating alongside me, she was very impressed by how my voice could just boom. How was it? What I kind of saw that you were noticing me, and then by the last Oscar, where my voice is run ragged, you could hear me. How was it seeing? Because on your story, you had loads of other people supporting you. You've got a very, very loyal, dedicated base of friends and family. How was it having that support across the marathon this year in particular?
Yeah, it was brilliant. Obviously, last year it was good, but last year, if anyone shouted Oscar, it knew they either knew me personally or might have seen a couple of the YouTube videos I do. So I would look, whereas this year I had Oscar printed on the vest. So I was running the first 10 kilometers next to Kinsey, obviously one for Jigsaw4u as well. And he said, he was like, hey, I should have got my name printed on my vest because you couldn't escape random people sharing Oscar. So what it actually done was kind of, I heard it so much, I stopped looking at people. So I actually missed loads of people because people were shouting Oscar, and I was like, oh, probably just going to be someone random that's spurring me on.
Right.
Because last year, if someone shouted Oscar, I knew him.
Right.
But he shouted it so loud, I had no choice but to look because I didn't know if there was an emergency.
Oh yeah, that kind of sums up how violent of a shout out I kind of gave you there, I suppose. But yeah, my nieces were happy to see you because I told them all about you and your running, and everyone else at Team Jigsaw4u doing the run.
Hey, thank you for their donation as well. I really appreciate that. That was so cute.
Yes, yeah. So that was my little niece Robin, who's 10. She had a bit of pocket money, and she goes to me, Uncle Macklin, I want to make a donation to your London Marathon runners. And I was like, well, there's 5 of them, and you've given me £5. Here you go. But yeah, I mean, Oscar, it's been real. I mean, I don't know if you wanted just to take this opportunity to talk maybe a little bit more about your brother Jasper, and just kind of anything else you might want to say about your London Marathon experience. The floor is yours.
So thankfully, I won't be getting as emotional as yesterday. But no, yeah. So like I said in that video 5 years ago, my brother got stabbed, and I was there and I watched it happen, and he did survive. But after watching it happen, it just hit me so hard, and I could never get kind of the image out of my head, and I didn't really know kind of how to deal with it. My family didn't know how to deal with it either, and yeah, it was just like a really difficult thing to deal with. And I kind of felt like I needed a bit of a kind of purpose. Like I was doing really well at work, and since I've moved job, I'm still doing well at work, and met my missus, who has been amazing. But there was just like something that I felt like I needed to do for myself. It wasn't about kind of work or other people, or just something like in me that I felt like I needed to kind of really either tick a box or like fulfill something that I can kind of move on from this.
Yeah.
And I feel like yesterday, raising money over 2 years, which I hope for me personally will get towards £10,000 over 2 years, doing that for this charity has kind of ticked that box for me.
Definitely.
So I feel like I kind of overcome a hurdle a bit yesterday.
Well, I'm so happy to hear that. And yeah, as you point out, 10 grand over 2 years is significant. You're telling me a little bit about other donations coming in. You've also got that cash donations coming in. So we're confident that you're going to be hitting that mark anyway. But what you've done's astounding. At the moment, it's around £8,000 raised. So thank you so much for that, Oscar. That's incredible. That makes such a difference. That gets children, young people and families the support that they need, the specialist support they need from our wonderful team of specialist support practitioners. I've yet to tell them about what has happened in terms of the marathon debrief, but they're going to be so happy to see this, to hear what you've said. It's fundraisers like you that really, really make the difference. And, you've leveraged your network of, wonderful supporters, people that people you work with, and you had that challenge with the infamous Eddie Hearn, and that was all very exciting. And you've just gone from strength to strength. And I'm just going to take this opportunity to say, Oscar, that you are a Jigsaw4u superstar, and you are an inspiration. So thank you for everything that you've done. And yeah, maybe we'll have you back in the future, but I think a rest is in order for the time being. Thank you so much, honestly, Oscar. It's been fantastic, and the courage that you displayed in that video, it's incredible. So well done, and thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you giving me the chance to raise the money and then run it 2 years in a row. Looking at my knees right now, they're both massive. So
oh no,
maybe not for 2027, but maybe one day in the future.
Definitely. And I hope that cold, refreshing pint was as good as you were hoping for as well yesterday.
Mate, it was unbelievable. Stella with a little bit of lime cordial on it. Perfect.
Good stuff. Well, I'm going to end the video here, and then we'll just wrap up on our phone call anyway. But thank you so much for that, Oscar.
Thank you, mate.